Okay, so with this question here where we've got parallel lines and angles involved with them, okay, we're going to use our understanding of C angles, F angles, Z angles, all right? You just need to spot those letters essentially within this diagram, okay? Using a highlighter will really help, okay? So when we look at this here, angle A and angle B, right, you can actually determine them using the C angle rule, okay? Because if you look at the fact here, we've got a parallel line with this line here, okay? The arrow shows they're both parallel, so you can actually form a C here, okay? As such, right? There's your C there. Now you might think, well, that doesn't look like a C. You know, maybe turning it round will help to see that it is sort of a C, okay? But the main thing is to use the idea of a C angle. These two sides here need to be parallel, right? If they're not parallel, then the C angle just doesn't exist there. And with a C angle, right, the interior angles here, okay, well, they're not the same, okay? They're not going to be the same. They don't look the same, don't they? They don't look the same. But what actually is the case is that the two interior angles will add up to 180. Okay, so we're back to that popular sort of number with angles, 180 again, yeah? All right, so they add up to 180. So all you've got to do then is obviously work out what this is. So when you add 67 to it, you get 180. So we could just take it over the other side and take away. Okay, and when you take away 67 from 180, well, if you take away 60 to begin with, you get 120. Take away another 7, you get 113. Of course, to be safe, right, in a non-calculator paper, you should be checking this sort of thing, okay, as follows. Okay, so, you know, we do 0, take away 7. Of course, you can't do that, so we borrow from there, make that a 7, and then we got a 1 there. So 10 take away 7 is 3. 7 take away 6 is 1, and then 1 there, take away 1 is 1. So 113, as we pointed out, so we can write that down there. So also, put it in your diagram as well, because we might use that, it might help us with something else. Angle B. Now, angle B, I can also see a C angle. If we turn it around slightly, you could see a backward C, all right? Right? When I say backwards, well, if I rotated it right around, okay, you'd actually see the C as a letter C. So you can see there, yeah? Okay, letter C there. Okay, and again, we've got that same idea, right? That this angle and this angle adds up to 180. And you might think, well, that's not helping me really, because I don't know what this angle is. Okay, I don't know what this one is. So how am I meant to work out B? But we know what this angle is here. We know this angle here is 72. Okay, and remember the other rule, when you've got two straight lines crossing, the opposite angles are equal. So this is 72. Okay. Okay, so that's important to note that two straight lines crossing, opposite angles there are equal. Okay, so if that's 72, we can then determine what B is using that C angle rule, as I said. So B plus 72 is 180. Okay, so all we've got to do then is take 72 away from that. If I take 70 away, I get 110. Take 2 away, be 108. Okay, so B then is 108 degrees. All right. Great. So B is at 108, so I could write that there somewhere. Okay, squeeze it in. And then we've just got C and D to determine. Okay, so we've got to sort of make our way across here to the shape, right? We know that's 72. What else could we work out? Well, you know, we've got a triangle here, small triangle. Okay, and of course we know a triangle adds up to 180. I know that's 21. Can I actually work out what this angle is? Actually, we can. There's a couple of ways of doing it. Notice here you've got a straight line. Okay, straight line. So these two must add up to 180. Yeah? So that's 72. And we add to that to make 180. Of course, that will give me 108 again. Okay? The other way you could have done it is appreciating, you know, I don't want to draw too much on here because we get confused, but we've got an F here, haven't we? An F angle. Okay, there's an F there. If I continue that down, which means these two are corresponding. Okay, so then that means these two are the same. Now if I know that's 108 and that's 21, I can work out this angle, can't I, here? Because of course angles in a triangle add up to 180. So if I add these two together, 108 add 21, okay, so if I add them together, that's 9, that's 2, that's 1, so 129. So see what's left then for that one there, so 180, and I've got to take away 129. Okay, see what's left. I've added those two to make 129, so take them away. Well, 10 take away 9 is 1, 7 take away 2 is 5, so 51. 51 degrees. And then, because that's 51, it's unlocked something for me. It's unlocked C. Because remember, when we've got two straight lines crossing, okay, like we've got here, just as we had up there, with two straight lines crossing up there, when we've got two straight lines crossing here, angles are equal, so C's got to be 51. And to finish off then, D, angle D, well angle D is there. The other rule, which we haven't used yet, is the Z angle rule. So if I turn this around, you might see it a bit better. Can you see there's a Z there, involving C and D? Okay, so we can highlight it. There's my Z, okay, my letter Z there. And with the Z angle, those two angles inside there are identical. They look the same, don't they? They actually look the same, so C is the same as D. So actually then, I know C is 51, so I can write the same then for D. And we're done.